Well, hello and welcome to Principles of Accounting 2. I'm your host, Dr. B. And in this very short video, we're going to go through the layout of the classroom for the spring 2022 semester. We'll also quickly talk about the syllabus. We will just kind of show you how things are laid out in the classroom. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you try to follow along and open up Blackboard and try to navigate the classroom a little bit. It's important that you get familiar with how things are laid out because you'll hear me refer to modules, you'll hear me refer to homework assignments, and it's important that you know where those are. So in the classroom in Blackboard, you'll log in, you click on the classroom, it'll open up like this. Everything is under course content. By now, you should be familiar with Blackboard Ultra. If you're not, there are some resources to help you get familiar with it. So you'll want to click on this one called Start Here. That's the reason why I call it Start Here, right? You start here. So under Start Here, a couple of fun pieces of information. There's a welcome message, a course overview, course objectives, the syllabus, faculty information, technical requirements, course expectations. I'm not going to go through all of this because you all know how to read. I'm not going to read things to you. But I want to call out a couple of important areas under Start Here. The first, and probably the most important one really, is going to be the syllabus. The syllabus and the reason why the syllabus is important, assuming that I can open it, download original file. The syllabus, whenever it decides to open, looks like this. Very straightforward. When we meet, where we meet, my office hours. Oh yes, office hours are very important to him. My office hours, when those are. Okay, so the syllabus. The syllabus, all of this stuff is obviously important. This is what we're going to talk about throughout the course. This is Principles 2. Okay, in Principles 2, we focus on the managerial side of things. We're going to talk a lot about cost. We're going to talk a lot about manufacturing from the perspective of cost, because it's how you get a really good understanding of how costs work. We'll talk about budgeting. We'll talk about analyzing your break-even point, how many things you need to sell to break even, or how many services you need to perform to break even. We'll talk about how to generate a profit, which is what everyone needs to know for business. We'll also talk about how to analyze the data to make better decisions as a manager or as a business owner. And those are the key things that this course covers. Other important area, the textbook. For those of you who just had me for Principles 1 that ended 2 weeks ago, it's the same book, same exact book. It's literally the same book. The difference is we're going to cover chapters 17 through 21. 17 and 21, that's right. Same book, yeah. Everything's on Blackboard. You don't have to, there is no Cengage, there is no Connect, there is none of that jazz. Don't worry about going somewhere else to take a homework assignment or a quiz or an exam. It's all in Blackboard. You don't have to go outside the Blackboard environment. Except, of course, to access your digital textbook. But aside from that, you don't have to go outside the classroom. Now, here's the part that most people like about 202 versus 201. It's a lot shorter. Okay, a lot shorter. Chapters 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Sorry, I meant to say 26 earlier, not 21. 26 chapters. It's broken out in such a way where it makes your life a little easier. This is an 8-week course. You can see on average it's about 2 chapters a week, but the good news here is that there's some where it's just 1 chapter during the week, right? So I promise it runs a lot smoother than it did in 201 because there's less chapters. That's the real reason. The content is different and there's less chapters, but it's easier to understand. Throughout the course, there's 2 discussion boards, 4 homework assignments, 4 quizzes, a midterm exam, and a final exam. The grade scale is the same. 90 to 100A, 80 to 89B, so forth and so on. That's the same. It's the same for almost all courses. Very similar. You need a C or higher to pass this course. And here's the modules, the breakout. Everything's modular based, but that's why it's important to see the syllabus to understand how the course is set. Any questions so far? We're doing all right. Okay, great. Let's talk about when we meet as well. So lecture days. For those of you who are with me in 201, you know that we do lectures once a week on Mondays from 5:30 to 8. We typically go the full time, yes? 5:30 to 8 Mondays. Those are what we call lecture days. There are some cases where we might have it on a Wednesday, especially if Monday's a holiday. Good news is I don't think there are any more Monday holidays for the rest of this academic calendar, so we should be all right. So on Mondays, we meet here on WebEx. On Wednesdays, you log into the classroom and you do your homework for that week. Yeah? That makes life easier for you. We have lecture Mondays. Wednesday, you go into the classroom and you do the work. That's dedicated time for you to do the classwork. Yeah? And I'm always around. You can always get me, and you all know that, especially those of you who just had me. I've had some of you call me, email me, set up office hours. I'm always reachable. Okay, that's the nice thing about having me here full time. Oh, and not to mention, I'm very fast to respond to emails. And the reason for that is it comes right here to my phone, right? It just, I could be anywhere. Oh, got an email, I'll quickly respond, especially if it's easy, right? But so the point is I'm always reachable, so you don't have to worry. I'm not like some of those professors. It's like, oh, I don't, I can only do office. No. You can reach me at any time. Okay, I want you to understand that. Any questions so far? Oh, good. All right, great. Okay. I showed you the syllabus. Let's go back into the classroom. In the classroom, so I'm going to start here. Definitely look at the syllabus. Very important. Faculty information, also good to know because it has my office hours on there. It says through the office hours link, by the way. I try to make life super easy for you. Okay, super easy. And it's a lot of you take advantage of this because I try to make life easy. Okay? So if you come down here in the classroom, you'll see this link. It says office hours. You click on that office hours link, and it brings up this, okay? You click 30-minute session. It does, by the way, it doesn't have to go the full 30 minutes if you don't want it to. You just say, just book 30 minutes, and that's fine. Yeah? You could click on one of those 3 office hours days and select a time. You select a time, click confirm, you fill out the form. That's it. Easy. It sends you a calendar invite. It sends me a calendar invite, and we meet on WebEx. Very easy to set up office hours with me. So you don't have to be, we don't have to do this back and forth email thing to set up office hours. So I try to make life easy for you. That's office hours. So we talked about the Start Here module, the syllabus being the most important. All that other stuff is just nice to know. Student resources, this is a great area. For those of you who are new to the Blackboard Ultra environment, there's a nice little orientation module. It doesn't take long, maybe a couple minutes or so. Just feel free to go on through that. There's a cute little quiz at the end. It's just a sample. Yeah, there's no grade associated with that, but it's just a nice way to help you to become familiar with Blackboard Ultra, which is what this learning environment is. Navigating the classroom is probably like one of the most important things. Earlier, when we talked about the syllabus, one of the things I had mentioned is the textbook, right? The textbook, as you know, is offered through the bookstore, but they have this program called Follett that the bookstore uses. I know it hasn't been the greatest since we started with Follett, and that's, from my opinion anyway. But if you click on this link here, it says Follett Red Shelf. Hopefully, the textbook shows up there. You just click on the link, textbook should be there. If it's not, you need to go through the process. There's usually a link you got to select and all that jazz, and then it should show up. If it doesn't, and you can't access your textbook, you need to tell me that right away. Just tell me, a quick email, whatever, but just tell me, okay? So because we need to get that fixed. I'll reach out to the bookstore manager, and she'll get it taken care of. Okay, I would just need to know that. Yeah. So the textbook's right there. The nice thing is with the book, especially with it being online, is it's a decent platform really, because you can make, when you're reading the chapters, you can do highlights and put notes and all that type of stuff. I personally like that kind of stuff. It makes life simple. But yeah, the book isn't bad. It's not great, but it's really not bad. Sorry, this is where I left off. I was doing some reading, I guess. Okay, so that's the book. It is, again, it's a McGraw-Hill book, and it's called Fundamental Accounting Principles. It's a decent book overall. If you have it's the 24th edition. If you have the 25th edition, it's okay. It's the same stuff. The names of the chapters are even the same. So it's all about the name of the chapter. So if you have 25th edition and I have 24th edition, it's okay. You don't have to worry about that. It's the same. Questions on the textbook? Hey, you guys are being real easy today. Are you all still on the spring break mode or something? What's going on here?
I know I feel that way.
No, we're here. We're listening.
Okay. I'm just saying, this is going too easy for me. Usually y'all are saying, oh, Dr. B, the bookstore screwed up again. It's not there. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working out so far. All right, that's the textbook. The WebEx link is here. It looks like all of you made it here, except I don't know where Mike is. I don't know where Mike is. He's usually here. Maybe he's still on spring break. Who knows? This one's good, right? Tutoring. Tutoring, Dr. Remy. Dr. Remy, he's a great tutor. If you need tutoring, Dr. Remy's your guy. Okay. You go to see Dr. Remy. It's very easy to set up. appointments with Dr. Remy. For tutoring, if you need it, it's there. Again, I try to make life easy for you. Okay, and then the content. The way our content is designed for the class is it's modular. So module 1, module 2, module 3, module. We're in module 1, obviously. We just started, first week, yeah? So you click module 1, then you click week 1. So here we are, module 1. Most of you have, some of you have done the introduction discussion as I asked. Thank you for doing that. If you haven't done your introductions, you might want to. It's just nice to do. That's how we get to know each other a little bit better, yeah? Build relationships. So please feel free to complete your introduction discussion. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 17. So the PowerPoint for Chapter 17 is right there. So if you want to follow along and take notes and all that good stuff, Chapter 17 PowerPoint right there. All you do is click on it. Oh, and apparently it'll give you this error. That normally doesn't happen. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I did? Clicked on it the wrong way. There's the 3 little dots on the right side. 3 little dots, then click download original file. Oh, and apparently it'll do it again. Well, it wasn't doing that yesterday. Anyone else having that problem? I don't know if, well, it's so weird that it did that. Do this, who knows? And then it downloaded it. It's weird that it did that. Okay, whatever. I'll let IT know. So it's that yeah, fascinating. Okay, so the PowerPoints are there, and then your first homework assignment. Yay, homework! Yay! I know you're so excited. Okay, very similar to the way that we did it in Principles of Accounting 1. Your first homework assignment is going to be a discussion board. I know. I hear you already. Oh, Dr. B, discussion board, why do you do that to us? Oh man, this is terrible. No, it's not terrible. But it is important that you do it. The reason why. It's worth a lot of points. Okay. The discussion board, Chapter 17 discussion, which is going to be on the chapter that we're about to talk about here in the next few minutes. It's a very simple discussion. To discuss differences between vertical analysis and horizontal analysis. Now, here's a couple key things. Use outside resources, like websites, citations, and references in your discussion posts. Now, here's the kicker. Don't give me no, oh, that's nice, oh, this is good, oh, I learned this, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that to me. Please. Don't do that to yourself. I'm looking for full paragraphs. Full paragraphs. A full paragraph, that's like 4, 5, 6 sentences. That's a full paragraph. Not no 1 sentence, 2 sentences. Don't give me bullet points either. That ain't no paragraph. I'm looking for full paragraphs. Okay? Full paragraphs. So full paragraph, initial post with citations and references. Okay? Then I'm looking for you to respond to 2 or more of your classmates with full paragraphs to receive full credit. The reason why this discussion board is important is because of this part right here where it says grading. It's worth 10 points. 10 points. Guess what 10 points is? That's a full letter grade. Okay? So please make sure that you participate in the discussion board that's worth a full letter grade. It's very important that you do so. And I'll talk more about that when we talk about the Chapter 17. But very important they do. And it's due this Sunday night. So my recommendation is, you know how we said we only meet on Mondays? Well, guess what you should be doing on Wednesday? The discussion board. Okay. So it's organized very similar to the way it was in 201 for those of you that were with me. For those of you that are new to me, each week or each module has 2 weeks in them, and it follows the order. Yeah. So as long as you follow the order, you'll be all right. Week 2, which will be next Monday. Next Monday, we'll do chapter 18, chapter 19. There's a chapter 18 quiz, chapter 19 homework. The thing with quizzes and homeworks, the way that they're designed in my courses, is that I allow you 2 attempts for each quiz and each homework. And the highest grade of those 2 attempts will be accepted. Each quiz and each homework assignment has about 5 questions roughly. They're worth 5 points each. So each quiz worth 5 points. Each homework worth 5 points. 5 points is a lot. The reason why 5 points is worth a lot is because 5 points is equivalent to half a letter grade. You see where we're going now? So it's very important that you complete all of the work in this course. Now, I take student feedback very seriously, very seriously. So in 201, a lot of you told me, Dr. B, I would really like to have some examples, some exercises, some practice. And I said, that's great. So what I did is for almost every chapter, you'll have some exercises. Exercises are not worth any credit, okay? They're optional. Exercises are optional, but they're really helpful. So, for example, if chapter 18 exercise, there's a bunch of Excel documents here. You download one of these Excel documents, it'll look like this when it opens up. Hello, like today. And it's very straightforward. It'll tell you if you're right or you're wrong. Some of it has numbers, some of it has words. It's very straightforward. It's green if it's right, it's red if it's wrong. Yeah. But again, the exercises, it's just exercise, just practice. Yeah. It's not graded. The exercises are not graded, but they're there to help you to learn. You know, it's like hands-on learning, right? So the way each week is organized is PowerPoint exercise, homework assignment. PowerPoint exercise, homework assignment. It's organized the same way in each week. So weeks 1 and 2 are in Module 1. Module 2, guess what? Weeks 3 and 4. Week 3, 2021. Week 4, midterm exam. Week 5, 22-23. Week 6, 24-25. That's Module 3. Module 4, Week 7, Chapter 26. Week 8, final exam. It's very, very straightforward. So as long as you follow the order in which things are displayed, I promise you'll be okay. That's what accounting is all about. It's following the steps and the procedures. Steps and procedures. Once you've got those things down, you'll be fine. Any questions, comments, or concerns about how the course is organized? Y'all good? Okay. That's how the course is organized. I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to start the recording to Chapter 17. Please stand by.